Hey guys, it's Mr. Neese. Let's talk a little bit more about U.S. history. We're going to talk about U.S. history's SET 4C. So, let me read it to you real quickly. Identify the causes of World War One and reasons for U.S. entry. Okay, so let's talk about World War One. Causes. What gets the war started? All right. Now, kind of common knowledge. We've been talking about this. You got the Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Serbia, okay, kind of southeastern Europe. He's from Austria, he's in Serbia, he gets assassinated by Serbian nationals, and next thing you know, we're in a world war, okay? But it's not really that simple, okay? There's a lot of complexity to that. Now, Serbia, this part of the country, this part of Europe, the Balkans, they're known for being, quote unquote, the powder keg of Europe, meaning you throw a match on it and it's going to explode. And the Archduke's assassination is pretty much the match, okay? But let's talk about what cascaded with that, okay? And the best way to remember this is to think of the word main, M-A-I-N. So let's start with M, militarism, okay? All these countries are building up their militaries at this time. Technology is new that we're seeing, like tanks, machine guns, using chemical weapons, planes are starting to get used. All this stuff is starting to get used, and people are building up their militaries, and that is a big thing for these countries. They think they got awesome militaries and they can go kick some tail. All right, I'm going to skip over A. Let's go to I. Imperialism. Okay, we've talked about that in previous videos. All these countries, including ourselves, going out there in a land grab, taking up weaker countries or territories and using them. Okay, Germany becomes a country late, and they come to the party late. There's not a lot of land for them to grab, so that kind of incites Germany a little bit. They're a big, powerful country almost overnight, and when they do it, there's been tons of land grabbed across the world by other countries. So imperialism is also causing an issue in this huge war that's about to break out. Now, go back to A. So A would be alliances. With the alliances, you get, say your buddy is going to get into a fight and you're going to back up your buddy now. And this guy, he's getting into a fight, he's got a buddy, and his buddy's going to back him up, and all our buddies are showing up at this fight, and we're backing each other up, and instead of 2 guys fighting, you got 20 guys fighting. And that's basically what's happening here. Serbia is backed by Russia, Austria is backed by Germany, Austria goes in to Serbia, Russia goes in, Germany goes in. Well, guess what? France is an ally to Russia. They go in. Britain's an ally as well. Suddenly, all these countries are into this fight, and we're trying to stay out. The United States is trying to stay out. So the N, the last part, is nationalism, okay? This grandeur, this grand feeling of my country's awesome, it's great, we can kick tail, okay? So remember the main: militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism. These are the things that are building that's going to get this World War One in play. Okay, but what gets us in play? Because we kind of stay out. We don't really want to be a part of this European theater war and get sucked into it. And it starts, early in 1914. And you got stuff going on in 1915, but we're getting in like 1917. So why aren't we coming in? It took us a little time, but we did get sucked in. Part of it was we were kind of helping the British. They were, we wanted them to do well, and we were trying to get some goods to them without getting into the fight. But when Germany goes with an unrestricted submarine warfare, again, a new technology, submarines being used in conflict, when they go unrestricted, meaning we're shooting anything that isn't a friend of ours, now we're taking casualties. Now some of our ships are getting hit. So that's something that's going to help pull us into this, not only our relationship with Britain. Another thing is the Zimmerman Map. So Germany, they send a letter to Mexico via Western Union to say, hey, if the U.S. goes into war, Mexico, hey, you go fight them from the south, and we'll help you get back all this land you've lost from the United States. The problem with this telegram is that the telegram went through the central headquarters of Western Union in London, and London is in war against Germany. So they intercept this memo, telegram, and they turn it over to us and let us know. So we got the Zimmerman telegram, we got unrestricted warfare, we got our ties with Great Britain. Ultimately, we've taken about all we can take, and we get into play as well. And so that lists the causes of World War I, and that also lists the reasons for U.S. entry. So hopefully that helps.